Okay, let's dive right in. Have you ever really thought about how a movie can make you feel, well, all the feels? Get ready because we're about to pull back the curtain on one of the biggest, most powerful tricks in the entire filmmaking playbook. I'm serious, just think about it for a second. That moment you actually teared up when a character had to say goodbye? Or when your heart was pounding under your chest during some crazy action sequence? Yeah, that wasn't an accident. Your emotions were being hacked, and the number one tool they used to do it was the music. So the first tool in the filmmaker's toolkit is basically mind control through music. And this is not some new high-tech thing. Nope. It's been a part of movies from the very beginning, even before they could record any sound at all. So check this out. Way back in the silent era, theaters literally had a person playing a piano or an organ live to match the mood on screen. It also helped, drown out the noise of those super loud, clunky projectors. Then, bam, 1927 hits, and we get the first talkies, where sound was recorded right onto the film. This was a total game changer, giving composers way more control. By the golden age of Hollywood, you had these massive, epic orchestral scores making films feel larger than life. And now, today, we get these awesome hybrid scores mixing classical instruments with all kinds of electronic sounds. With every single step, filmmakers got better and better at playing with our emotions.
And this right here is the key. This is the main idea of this whole explainer. Movie music isn't just something nice in the background. It is a psychological guide that is secretly telling you exactly how to feel about what you're seeing. And the wildest part? It all happens subconsciously while you're just focused on the actors and the story.
Okay, on to our next tool. I want you to think of it like a wrestler's entrance music, Or maybe a custom ringtone you set for your best friend. It's that personal theme song that tells you instantly who just showed up. Composers have a much fancier name for this, though, the leitmotif. So a leitmotif is really just a short, catchy little tune that gets linked to a specific character, a place, or even just an idea. This technique was actually borrowed from opera, of all places, but it turned out to be absolutely perfect for movies. So how does it work? Well, a hero's theme is often big and grand, with these rising melodies that just make you feel hopeful. But a villain's theme? Oh yeah. Just think of the Imperial March from Star Wars. You hear that, and you know Darth Vader is in the building. It instantly signals danger. The theme reminds you they're a threat, even when they're not on screen. And what's really, really cool is that these themes can actually change. If a hero starts to go bad, their heroic theme might get all dark and distorted, showing you their transformation without a single word of dialogue.
All right, now let's get into the real nitty-gritty, the composer's cheat codes. These are specific musical tricks they use to control not just the mood of a scene, but how we actually perceive time itself.
Let's just break this down. A fast tempo makes everything feel urgent and anxious, right? Like the timer's about to run out in a video game. A slow tempo does the opposite. It makes time feel like it's stretching out, perfect for a sad or thoughtful moment. Then you've got your stable, melodic rotes that just tell your brain, hey, everything is okay, you're safe. But the ultimate hack is something called dissonance. It's that clashing, awful sound you hear in a horror movie right before a jump scare. It's basically pure stress in audio form, and our brains are just wired to hate it, which is exactly the feeling the director wants you to have. And get this isn't just psychological, it's physical. By messing with the rhythm and the volume, a composer can literally make your actual real-life heart rate speed up or slow down to match what's happening on screen. They are hacking your body. Okay, so music doesn't just mess with your feelings and your body, it can mess with your sense of place. The next tool is basically a sonic teleporter. It can beam you anywhere in the world or even out of this world just by using certain sounds.
This is a huge shortcut for filmmakers. I mean, instead of putting up a big sign that says, "We're in India," they can just play a little sitar music and your brain instantly gets it. A Celtic harp can make you feel the misty hills of Ireland. Using music this way makes the world of the movie feel totally real and immersive, and it pulls you right into the story.
And this is why electronic music is so perfect for science fiction and horror. Synthesizers can create sounds that are completely alien, sounds that have never existed on Earth. This makes a futuristic world feel truly unknown and mysterious, and it can make horror movies feel, well, deeply unsettling.
We've talked a whole lot about music and sound, but what if the most powerful, most intense tool a composer has in their entire arsenal is to use no music at all?
Just listen to this idea. The total absence of sound can be just as powerful and psychologically significant. Think about it. Imagine a huge, chaotic battle scene that suddenly cuts to complete and total silence. That shift is so jarring. It shocks you and forces your brain to pay laser-focused attention to what's happening.
See that? That feeling right there, that tiny bit of anticipation, that sense of what's coming next, that is exactly what silence does in a movie. When there's no music, our brains just scramble to try and fill that void, and it creates this incredible sense of dread or tension.
So remember this, filmmakers save silence for the moments that really truly matter. A shocking plot twist, a character's quiet moment of grief. It strips away all the Hollywood flash and makes the scene feel raw, real, and important, giving you the space to feel your own emotions.
So why do we remember these movie themes for years, or even our whole lives? Well, it's because our brains are literally wired to connect what we see with what we hear. When you see an epic image on screen and you hear an equally epic theme song, your brain forges this super strong link. Music is basically superglue for memories. And that's why just hearing the first few notes of a famous theme can instantly transport you right back into that world.
So if you only take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Film music is never just background noise. It's a secret, invisible layer of storytelling that's constantly whispering to your subconscious, telling you exactly how to feel.
So now you're in on the secret. The next time you're watching a movie, really listen. Can you spot the leitmotifs? Can you feel the music trying to mess with your heart rate? Once you start listening for these hacks, I promise you'll have a whole new appreciation for the absolute magic of movies.